Welcome back to Escape from Pertam. And of course, you're on with Pixie Rain, and we got some stuff to do, guys. Yeah. Hey, thanks for joining. This episode, we're gonna get started on our ship, I think. It was a good little nap, I guess. Alright, let's go ahead and grab ourselves... God dang it, why can't I get on this thing? Alright, let's grab our obligatory morning coffee. We've got enough for about 2 months worth of coffee here. That's good. Kelp crisp? Nah. Dumplings? That doesn't sound good. Ooh. Let's do the ramen. Oops, wrong direction. I'm gonna go over here. And let's go ahead. Hey, boy, you're up early, Bob. Alright, cool. Alright, so we are, looks like we're right above the Sheffield farm, and if you remember correctly, we were going to see about going down and getting some ice, and stocking up on our ice, and getting that fun little hydrogen tank set up. But first, we're going to sit out here, going to look around a little bit. It's kind of nice, weather's clear today, got good view. We can go ahead and remove that part so we can get a good view. Alright. Nice. Alright, let's go ahead and we'll have our coffee. So yeah, this episode we're going to go down there and see if we can't score some more of that ice. I figure it's going to take several trips. You know what I'm thinking, guys? I'm thinking... I don't know. I'm kind of leaning towards something to do with that farmstead. I don't know. And we could salvage it, or we could... Well, we can't really take it over. We can't really fix it up either. It's not really in our... I feel like, you know, we're going to be taken from their old farmstead there. We might, like, salvage it or something, but nah. There's another farmstead around here, the Weaver Farm. We might want to go there and see if we can't see if there's supplies or things we can salvage from it. That might be a much better use. And then we also have that Mayday too. So let's see here. Oops. There we are. Oh, good. At least I don't have to... At least I didn't set that up wrong. Okay, it looks like we've got an encounter, but it's way up there. Can't do anything about that. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and have our ramen pack. And let's get started on our day. So let's go ahead and offload the materials we currently have because we do not need them. Let's see, yeah, I think I'll keep the power kit just to be on the safe side. Oh, you know what? I think it might be a good idea. We'll go down. Let's go down. Hey, how you doing, Jim? Yeah, I know these things are pretty much useless at this point. We may do something with them. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. If anything, we'd scrap them since we're not doing anything with them anymore. It's always an option. So, but thanks for getting some work done on them anyway. I know you can still use them as terminals, you know. All right. So let's take a look and see what we got on here. Do we got, let's see, anything on here besides ammo? Because the ammo is kind of important. Alright, cool. We're good. Go ahead and take those off. We'll hop out of that. I'm pretty sure we can drop these off in here, and that's good. You know, I feel like, you know what I feel like? I feel like we need to do some work here for a second. We have, we have an assembler on board, so you know what I'm thinking. We're gonna hop in here. I just want to be in here in case something goes sideways with the whole air situation. And let's find this assembler. Okay, so it's... We have an industrial assembler, I'm pretty sure. Yep, nope. Oh, wow, I thought I had an industrial... Yeah, there it is, right here, okay. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to drop this off in here. And I want to get an upgraded tool. I feel like if we're going to be digging some stuff out, we might as well get an upgraded drill so we can maximize the amount of stuff we get. So what I want to do is we're going to go with that, then we're going to go with that, and then we're going to go with that. And see how this is going to work? And bam, that's how we got it. And actually, you know what? Since we could pull that off, hell, we should just upgrade our grinder too while we're at it. Let's see. Because it just seems to me we're going to be moving so much better if we've got like accurate, powerful tools that actually do like the maximum job we can get done. Wait, I missed it. Where is it at here? There you are. Alright, cool. Now we're good to go. Now let's go get some ice. We're gonna probably have a bug infestation as soon as we land though, because you know how those things are. I swear those things just... they just hang out there. Uh-oh. What do we got going on here? I don't have a weather status on here. I need to change the peak gravity screen to a weather screen, so let's get that done right now. Because something's not right. It looks like the temperature was increasing or something, so we're gonna go top right screen. And let's change that to weather. And while we're at it, we might as well... ah, sandstorm. Of course there's a sandstorm. Just when I'm thinking about leaving, there's a sandstorm. Okay. Well, at very least we can at least get down on the ground, so... switch it over to auto, on, and I suppose I need to wait to see... where in the hell are they? Oh, there they are. Alright, cool. Unlock. Up we go. And... well, that crosswind's something else, ain't it? Okay. Ah, there's the hole right there. And the bugs are up. Oh yeah, there they are. Just what I knew that's what they're pausing for. Yeah. I'll let them shoot them up. Oh, that's right, I didn't have the gats on. Alright, let's get as much of this stuff as we can. Had a little bit of a fight there on us, but... Okay, the idea is hopefully we can get a max load out of this stuff. That's kind of cool sitting up there like that. Alright, let's try to get as much as we can before the next swarm hits. Figure we should be able to get a couple of these good good loadouts here.
Inventory full.
Alright, let's go ahead and get that loaded up in there. Alright, cool. And then we'll throw this in there. Drop that. Alright. I like this new drill. This is really working nicely for this. Alright, so that go ahead and that just loads us up. We're good. So let's go ahead and get airborne again. Because we can't fit any more, so that's just fine. Oof. Now it's gonna be, we got some crosswinds here, so it's kind of touchy on the crosswinds, so. Okay, turn the gas off. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, these crosswinds are pretty bad. Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, do not crash. Wow. Wow, we are so loaded, like heavy loaded here, guys. Alright. And alright, let's go ahead and get down here. We gotta make sure, first of all, that our hydrogen engines are closed or turned off. So let's go up here. I'm pretty sure they're off, but let's check it out. Alright, good. They're both off. And we do have one hydrogen tank that is off of stock. Actually, are they all off or are they on? That's off, that's off, that's on. Okay. The one that's on is filling up. Okay, good. Once that one's full, then we'll go from there. We also need to make sure that we secure some ice for the... I want to get some ice in here for these things here, so... We're going to drop off a bunch in this, for this round only. I figure we'll do other trips too. The weather is just brutal though. But we're gonna run up here and see if we can grab another batch. Preferably what's in the cab we'll take, you know, in the cockpit, but we'll see what's available. Alright, we'll take that out of here, and let's see here. I want to see about... We'll take those two things out. And is that drained out? Alright, there's still 9K in there, that's good. We'll let it continue to draw off of that to fill that tank. And the rest of that's going to go in the irrigation because we're going to want to get ourselves some sort of vegetables grown here at some point again. And I want those to be in there, but I don't want it to get pulled from them. So we're going to go ahead and jump in here. Make sure this is off. Okay, it's off. When it's off, it's not going to pull from it. So we should be okay that way. Let's go ahead and make sure this one's turned off too. I don't want to have this one on. And yeah, okay, good. We're not going to do any kind of stuff on this yet because we want to wait until the hydrogen tanks are full. And then I want to have not only the hydrogen tanks full, all of them, but I also want to have enough ice stored on ship to be able to get the hydrogen engines running because we're going to need the energy for that. Alright, let's see, are we... Yeah, we're at 252, so that's good. Let's go ahead and hop in here. Let's see what's going on with the hydrogen tanks. Okay. Okay, we're only at 8%. Wow, it is going to take forever to fill these tanks. Holy crap. Oh my gosh, we're going to need a lot of ice for this. Gee, ouch. Oh man. I'm looking to see about the H2O2 gens. Okay, we've got okay, yeah, locker, blah blah. A little bit in we've got ice stash in all sorts of spots. Here it is right here. It's all in the H2O2 generator. We could probably shift what's left in here into that H2O2 gen, I bet. Yep. Yeah, we could do that. Yeah, we could do that. I also don't really like the fact that the weapons underneath shoot at the bugs around us because it's also hitting our vehicle. So I think we're going to need to turn off the bug guns. So we're going to go to MG. Let's go to the ventral MG and we're going to turn it off. And the reason being is because honestly I don't really want to get shot. It's kind of bad. So we're going to put the interior turret to, I want to get that one. I want to rename that. We're going to name that ladder. MG. And we're going to turn that one off too because we don't want to get shot. Okay, so let's go to recharge, unlock. Engines are all on, release, and up we go. And wow, it looks a little bit better. What is it? Is it? Oh, good. We got clear skies. Outstanding. All right, let's get out of here. And let's go back down there for another load of ice. And of course, more bugs. So that Mayday's only 4 clicks away, huh? We better be careful they don't bring bad guys in on us. Alright. And the bugs are here. They always wait until I get out of the cockpit. It's really annoying. It's like, come on, guys, just why don't you show up? Oh, there's the Weaver's farm. Okay, cool. All right.
Inventory full.
Now, the nice thing about being down in the hole like this is if those things do show up, then, oops, I have a place I can kind of hide while the guns take care of them. And they actually do a better job if I'm actually in, touching the ground, because those things are like vibration sensitive, I think. Alright. Uh-oh. Looks like I found the bottom of the... Alright. Well, that's remarkably louder in this very small space.
Inventory full.
Okay. Okay. And back down I go for another batch. Alright, let's get a bit more here. A lot more. Alright. Looks like there's a lot of rock mixed in with this ice here. It's kind of mildly annoying. But that's how it isn't. That's how it is in Pertam, though. You get a lot of stone mixed in with it, and it can be kind of frustrating. Gotta move quick, though, because the next swarm will be by any time now. Let's see here. Yep, we're fully loaded, I think. Yep, we sure are. Okay, here we go again, guys. Whoa. Why am I... Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay. I was like, why is it not working? And then I realized it's not working because we do have a small problem here. Okay. Alright, up we go. Alright. Okay, coming about. You know what it is. The altitude this high, even at this altitude, the air is a little bit thinner, I think. Alright, and here we are coming in. And then we're coming down. Alright. And then there we go again. Uh-oh. We having another sandstorm? Is that what's going on? No. Well, that's weird. Well, the air's not good here, I guess. Alright. I have to pull my visor down, I guess. Not sure. Something toxic in the air, maybe? I don't know. Let's see what we got going on here. We're going to go ahead and drop that in there. Let's see. Let's go down to the H2O2 gen. And let's see if we can dump this current amount in there and be good. Let's see. Where are you at? Nope, nope. There you are. Oh, wow. Can't put it all in there. Okay. Alright then. Let's see where else we can stash this sucker. We're stashing it in every little spot we got space for. Here we go. Okay, good. Alright, now let's check our status on our hydrogen. Alright, we're 35% on that tank. We're getting there, slowly but surely. I think we're going to turn on that tank as well and see if we can't get that charged too. Actually, you know what? We'll just crank them all open. All tanks open. I mean, it's going to take forever, but you know what? We're just going to keep on filling them. And that's okay. Okay, so we're going to come over here. We're going to have a sit down. It's a nice night out there. We got our little terrarium. We're working good here with this. Yeah, got some stuff in here. Looks like we got a little snail working over there on the right. We got some butterflies in here. Yeah, it's a nice little spot of nice forest there. And then over here we've got our little garden. And then we can sit here and check our stuff. It works. Alright. So let's go ahead and pop that back on, and let's see here. Ooh, look, we got our first green square on these things. Once we get these tanks full, we'll be good to go. We'll transfer those tanks into the new ship once we get it built. So now, while we're waiting for this ice to build, because we really don't have anywhere else to put ice. I mean, we're fully loaded on ice. I mean, as far as storage. So I think it's time we start building our ship. Although that space pirate mayday is kind of drawing my attention, because, you know, kind of want to check it out, but I don't know. And with the Weaver's Farm, 3 clicks out that way, we might fly out there. We'll see how it goes. But right now, I think the goal here is to get started on the ship. We got all these materials here ready to go, so we might as well get started. So, that leads me to the question: what kind of ship? How are we going to build it? You know, do you want to do a cabin with a cockpit? I think for this ship, I want to do something it's going to have a lot of thrust, obviously, because we're leaving the planet. We're going to use hydrogen, and it's going to be fairly heavy. Honestly, I'm not entirely sure that this ship will be able to support that weight with the thrust available. So I don't know. We'll have to see. Part of the goal here is to get the ship on here and then use the thrust of this ship to go up. Let me jump down here and take a look around, see if we got any more spots. Well, we could put a thruster right here, I guess. But that would be a downward thruster. I mean, upward. Yeah, we don't want... don't really have anywhere to put the thrusters. I tell you what we're going to do is I need to, I'm going to go sit for a second and think about this. I got to do some nature stuff here, guys. So just give me 1 second here. We're going to run back over here real quick, and I will be right back. Just give me 1 second. I'm going to jump over here and close it off. And we're going to go take some time in the bathroom because Mother Nature calls, and this is what we're going to do. Alright, I'll be right back, guys. Just hang tight. Alright guys, I am back. Thank you so much for your patience. Okay, so let's get started on this. First of all, here's the thing. We probably want to draw as much material as we can out of the ship's stores because we're going to want to use those stores. So let's go ahead and pull 100 of those, 100 of those. And we'll pull, not from the basic assembler because that would make it, okay, here we go. That way that's material, that's places where we can put ice when we do our storage. Alright, so let's go ahead and begin. I think I'm going to begin with, well, usually what I like to do, guys, is I like to start out with landing gear, but not as the primary landing gear. I just want to set up a basic landing gear right about, let's see, right about here. And it's okay if it's at an angle or anything because I went a little too farther out. Basically line it up onto as much as possible with this connector because I'm going to set up a connector. Alright. Yeah. Well, it's kind of angled, so I guess we'll just do this. Yeah, see. Oh man, that's bad. Let's try this again, guys. Because I want to line it up so that... I like to set this up with... Oh, snap. Not you. You. Alright, let's try this again. Okay, that's a little better. That was just too much, guys. Just way, way too much. Alright, good. Here we go. Oops. Alright, there we go. Alright, so this is where we'll put a connector. So let's go ahead and select our connector, and then we'll build up from there. Let's see here. And the reason why I do that is because we want the grid to be powered. And let's, I think I like the inset connector for this ship. Now, I don't know. Well, you know, if I want to do it this way, I guess I could change it out as it gets in place. That way, it'll drop down, connect with the connector, and then we'll be good to go. So we'll go ahead and get that welded up a bit. Alright, cool. So now we've got to decide. Now, I was thinking a cabin of some kind, maybe, on this ship, and then go from there. But if we do a cabin, we're not going to be able to do any kind of... it'll just be ice and ores and ammo is all we'll be able to use with that connector. That's okay, because this ship isn't really a cargo hauler, it's more of a people hauler. So I think that's gonna work out just fine. So I think what we're gonna do, I think for the top of this, let's go with we'll run the base of the flooring along it, and then we'll kind of come off the sides, I think. So I think for this one here, I think the best bet is going to be to do a, let's do a conveyor converter, which is going to act like flooring, but also provide us with additional connections. That can be like a baseline floor right there. And we have the inset connector, so that'll work out nicely for that. And then, let's see here. We're going to want to go definitely going to want some storage capacity, and we're definitely going to want a... Well, I'm really kind of debating here, guys, on how I want to do this. Because I normally wouldn't use this part here, but honestly, I'm kind of feeling that maybe I want to use that part. Like, maybe it's not a bad thing. Huh. So if I put this right there, let's see, I'm trying to think how I want to do this. Because kind of want to be able to set this up so that we have an access point on the sides to do things. Like have, let's see, if we do it this way. See, normally I would build a design that, if I want to do a cabin inside, that's going to be a little trickier. And if I did a cabin inside, I would probably make it higher up and set up some sort of like storage on it. But then I think to myself, well, I mean, how big do we want this ship to be? Now, I want to be able to make it big enough that we can put the materials we would need to do something up in space if we wanted. But we also need a couple of huge ass storage tanks on the side, because we're going to be working with some serious, like, we're going to need some serious fuel, because we're going to be doing this with hydrogen rockets. And we're going to need batteries too. Specifically those two batteries. So we've got to decide how those are going to play into this too. And I'm kind of feeling these batteries to go. Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do. What we'll do is we'll set where the batteries are going to go next, maybe. Or, well, Well, if we do these connectors, we could run a whole row of those connector things all the way along the bottom, and that would provide definitely a walkway. Or at very least run... What could we do? Well, we're gonna need an oxygen tank for sure. And I'm thinking we're going to want the batteries to be on the sides somehow. Maybe we should just put the batteries on the sides of this connector. Let's see how that looks. Well, let's see. If we were to put the batteries right here. Battery there. And a battery there. I mean, would that give us enough room to actually walk? Well, we could actually walk between them. I mean, I'm pretty sure we could. Let's take that out right now and let's just do a walk. Yeah, we could pass through them. It would definitely be a walkway. Well, that would work. And that would put it directly over the connector, which is absolutely fine. Because the connector is not going to be connecting any larger stuff, so that actually is not a bad idea. Yeah, I like that. So we could do that. Now, if we do it down low like that, though, we don't really have, unless we keep the inset connector like really inset for real, then we could do it. If we ran like some stuff like along the sides, that would work. And then we could, if we did that, but we could also do it this way and put the battery further up. So what if we did, can we do the battery further up? No. Well, we could always do the battery like this too. Well, if we did the battery like this, then that would work too. That would give us more walking space, which is also possible. We could also do the battery right here. And it would act as additional floor. And if we did the battery like this, though, we'd have to do a ramp down, but that would also be doable if we wanted it there. And that's also a possibility. And we did a rotation like this. Yeah, that would work too, but that would elevate it up, and I don't know that I want to do that. But it would give the flooring more flooring if we did it like this. Say we did it like that, and we did another one right there. I mean, that would be a design I've never done before. You know, and that would provide... I got up there once before. Okay. And that would give us a walkway. We'd literally be walking on the batteries, but that's not outside the realm of possibility. And if we did that, then we could go with one of these up here, like right about maybe here or here. Right there. Do it right there. Yeah, okay. And then we'll hold that there for now. And then we could put the cockpit right here. And this would act as the floor across along the way there. And then we angle up on the sides to provide a bed, you know, equipment and things like that. But this would be like the main core right in here. And we could even put cargo space in here too on the sides. I would say probably cargo in front of each one of the hydrogen tanks, have 2 large hydrogen tanks on either side, have the cargo so that there's an access point on the inside and the outside, and that would work. Oh, I like this idea. And then here is where we could put the cockpit, and we could do like one of these. Of course, if we did something like this one here, no, that doesn't work. I wanted something with a door. Well, we could do something like this. It'd be kind of weird, though. I mean, that's not really for a shuttle. But we could work something out with the front of it. This works, too. I think that's got... Yeah, it does have an under. Actually, that would work really well. And that would... We'd have to... It's kind of high... Yeah... It's kind of low to the ground, though. I think that that's kind of a low ceiling kind of thing. Oh no. I feel like I'd almost want to have that elevated up a little bit. Maybe. No. But that would definitely do the trick. I kind of like that, actually. Alright, let's get this thing situated here, and then we could see about that. And we do need to get those in place here. That's going to be kind of tricky. But we can do it like this. If we take this... See, that's the other thing. With this connector... Oh, you know what we could do? I mean, the connector's going to probably need to be lower down, like, below. But what I'm thinking is if we can get those batteries in here and merge blocked in place, that would be really helpful. So let's go ahead and get the merge blocks in place. Let's see. so we're going to go do light armor. And we're going to run light armor all the way up the sides to here. Yeah, see, this is the problem right there. Well, I didn't plan to shoot it, but that does the trick, I guess. I wasn't really planning that, guys, but hey, let's just shoot it. You know, why not? What the hell? I want to see something, guys. I want to see if I can get this thing. Because here's the other thing I'm thinking. If I drop this down one more level, I feel like, I don't know. I mean, it might connect to the way it is. I don't know yet. Let's get some materials and see. We'll use this actually. Oh, I got the materials right here that I need. Cool. We need comps too. Alright, so if we go just out of curiosity, will it lock? Oh wow. It will actually lock like that. Okay. Well, isn't that interesting? Okay. Well, if it'll lock like that, then let's do the plan. Alright, and then we're gonna need a merge block right. Actually, you know what? Let's make life really easy. Alright, looks like we got 2 old school batteries. So we'll need to run those over this too. But I'm thinking we'll make life easy and we'll do the merge block on the end here. So let's go ahead and set that. Oops, nope, like that. There we go. Alright, now we'll put the, let's see, yeah. And we'll do one on this end here too. Alright, cool. Now the trickiest part here is going to be moving these things, because, you know, that's just never easy. So, yeah. We'll put the first one there and get that in place. And then, you know what we're going to do? We might as well get the second one in place too. But let's try first plan here. Alright, now let's go to control panel. And we'll go to the mag locks. Okay, salvage plate 1 is going to be auto lock turned off, unlock. And then we're going to go recharge. Why? Why now? Why do you want to do this to me now? I'm in the middle of something here. Alright, where are they coming in at? Meteor storm coming. Where are they at? Oh, there they are. Oh, yeah, okay, good. They're coming in on the backside. On, unlocked. Alright, now which one's... that one's off. Okay. Alright, let's line this thing up. Alright, now. Now the tricky part is going to be lining this thing up so it fits right where we want it. Alright, that had to have done the trick. So we're gonna rotate us around and bring us down. Alright. And we are good to go. Outstanding, that worked out nicely. Gotta love it. Alright, so let's go ahead and clear those out. Alright, now let's get this out of the way. And we'll get this one out of the way. No, not you. Good gravy. Alright, now let's go ahead and we gotta really do something about this whole drop-off thing. Alright, so, alright, since I am really thinking we need to do something safety related here, let's get a little safety thing in place. Where is the... there we go. Yeah, yeah. Just a little safety measure here that I'm thinking might be wise, considering the fact that, you know, there we go. Now, when we bump up against this, we don't die. Because, you know, the last thing I need to do is fall off of the freaking airship from 300 meters high, because I'm pretty sure that's going to signify the end of a very illustrious survival career. As we go splat, and then the bugs have themselves a feast, because you know the bugs are waiting for you just to go splat. They're that evil. Alright. Alright, and then right here, let's go ahead and get, well actually it's in the recent blocks I think. Yep, there it is right there. No, not that. No. No, I don't want this one here. Okay, cool. Alright, so let's get you set up. Alright, cool. Good. Alright. So the next one is you. So let's go ahead and do the other merge block, or the other make plate, I mean. And let's get that, let's see, number 2. Auto lock off, unlock. Alright, that's ready to go. Let's do this. Actually, I'm going to come in from the side. That way I don't, like, have a major issue. Alright, so let's see here. Line you up here. have a little bit of a whoa. Easy. Of course, why would you make my life easy, Pertam? You're always causing me problems. Really? A sandstorm? Now? When I'm trying to do something delicate that involves flying? Seriously, dude? No. Do not mess with me, Pertam. Good gravy. Only Pertam does this to you, you know? Alright, that should be merged and we should be good to go. So let's go ahead and bring it over here. Alright, wow, that sandstorm's bad. We can't even see the ground. We can't see anything at all. Wow, this is a bad one. That's drifting me off course is what it's doing. There we go. Now we're good. Alright, good, good, good. Do all the deals. And off to the side I go. Alright. So now we're merged. That's good. That's the way we like it. And that'll work. That'll form a walkway, sort of. Oh, snap. I didn't expect it to be that far back. Oh, dang. Okay. Oh well, we'll use that to our advantage. Let's set up a we'll set up a logistics there, and that'll be good. Good. Alright. Okay, so that sets us up real well for all that, and we could actually probably I don't know yet. We'll see about all that down there. Okay, so that sets us up for that. Now I'm thinking that we're gonna want actually, it's not a bad idea that we've got this in place. So let's go ahead and get this set up. Alright, let's go ahead and get a few more tubes. Alright, so that's good. Now, I don't know if I want to... God, that is a tough one. See, here's the thing about this. The visibility on your peripherals are pretty small. Actually, we better go get some food. Let's see, simple kelp grist will do. And actually, you know what? We probably should set up... Oh, okay. Well, no, we need to set up kelp crisp productions. Oh yeah, we still have kelp on there. Okay, cool. You know, just so we have a snack while we're working and that kind of thing. Alright. Let's... Oh, snap. Yeah, the radiation is pretty bad. Let's check our status with our, ice. Because once the sandstorm's done, we should make another ice run. Yeah, the H2O2 gen's done. Let's see what the status is on our hydrogen tanks. Okay, that one's 14, 14, 50, and 14. So we're getting there, slowly but surely. So what would happen if I stockpiled this? Would it go to 100%? That's the question. Almost. We're going to leave that on stockpile. Because I wanted to take from all of them. I don't think my ship has a hydrogen tank. I don't know. Let's... Did I put a hydrogen tank on here? I don't think I did. No. Okay, cool. Alright, back to the task at hand. I mean, we are connected with the connector, so I'm not worried about this despawning or any kind of annoying thing like that. Alright, so let's see here. We're going to angle these, we're going to run these up. This is going to be an interesting kind of ship, a little different than what I normally would build. I don't normally build anything that's this I don't know, that's this low to the ground in the back. Alright, so let's see. Alright, so we're thinking about... What about here, maybe? A landing gear on either side. Like right about there. And let's see. That way it's, very frustrating because I can't get under it. That's kind of tricky because I can't actually see underneath that. Oh man. This is where you can't lay down. You gotta, it's like, it's so hard. Oh man, this is why it's so frustrating to do stuff so close, so low down, you know? Alright, so, Alright, so now this is the walkway here, but it's still really hot. You still have this area up here that's above, you still have to go above because you're taller than this. That's why this is kind of challenging, because, you know, I want it to be tall, but you can't really get it tall. So you look, I'll go to control, and we've got this one, which works. Again, it's short. You gotta get below that level of where it's at. But it does do the trick. This one, again, it's short. A little bit longer, but on the other hand, the visibility's different. And then you've got this one, which obviously we're not using. That does not fit with the shuttle theme. Now this works out well with the shuttle, but how in the heck do you get into it? There's no actual like door into this type of cockpit. There's like 0 doors. Which means there's no real way to get into the back. You have to come in through the front. So yeah, that's not going to work. Now the other thing we have to remember too is gravity is an issue. And that's the other problem. Now, when I play these scenarios, I play them with the idea that when you're in a gravity well, you can't use the jetpack. It doesn't make sense, but in space it does, because you do have MMU units. So, my no jetpack rule generally doesn't ever apply in space, just on a planet. So that will work just fine if you want to use the other, but I think in this one, I mean, I love the cab cockpit, but it doesn't really work for a spaceship because you're so limited on visibility. So that leaves this cockpit here and the other one. I've always really liked this cockpit, honestly, but it's still so low. I need to go up higher. So if I'm gonna go up higher, then maybe I should consider something different for the front. Now in the back here, we are all on one level playing field, which is nice. And then we can come down here to where this is. So this is all the walkway. And we can look right down and see what's going on with the battery, which is also really cool. And we could line it with stuff on the sides. Now right here on this aspect of it, you know, I don't know, we could like, this would be a spot to put like a, if we came over, if we did, okay, so I'm thinking, okay, so what I'm thinking is maybe on this end here, instead of doing, well, instead of doing it up like that, how about we do that angled down? So we go logistics, and we go like this down. Like that, we do one on top like that. And then we put the cockpit on top of that. And that should give us enough vertical height. Yeah, there we go. That'll do. Yeah. And then over here, on this side here, this is where I'm thinking an oxygen tank would go really well. Oh no. Really? Alright, let's get out of here. We're in the sun exposure. Apparently we've got sun exposure too now. What do we got? It's clear, but we got sun exposure. Like, dude, what's up with that? Like, I didn't want that. Don't be exposing me to radiation, man. That's not cool. Not cool. Alright, so we're going to go back up here where apparently we have a radiation problem that happens occasionally. Alright, so that's almost put together. So what I'm thinking over here is I'm thinking we do oxygen tanks. We could actually take them straight out on the side if we wanted to. But I was thinking like... I don't know. Well, we're gonna need to come out and up to do some of the other stuff anyway. I was thinking, take that out to there and that out to there. And then on this side here, coming up to here, and then right here, putting an oxygen tank right here. Oh my gosh. Really? Ow, 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 ow. What is up with the radiation, man? It says it's clear, but jeez. I guess we're high enough up that the sun is frying us in this dang thing. I can't win for losing here. So we're gonna sit here and let the radiation levels go down. While we're at it, we might as well chomp on some crisps. Of course there is. Why wouldn't there be? Alright. Large steel tubes. Okay. Alright, cool. Oxygen tank's filling up. Gotta love it. So that gives us some connector on the sides that we can run out to. So that works out good. We need displays to get the cockpit up and running. We need more displays and bulletproof glass. Yep, a lot of gunfire out there. Alright. Okay, cool. So we go over here. Alright, so now we got the walkway. We can come right up to it. Boom, we're inside. Everything's dandy. Come back out. We're good to go. Visibility. Well, the upper visibility will be limited once you get the blocks in place. But yeah, this works. Okay, cool. Alright, so... And we'll take and put this right here. Now, do I want it like that or like this? Well, we could keep it like this, I guess. Alright, well that works out good. We got a little bit of movement on the building of our ship to get off this accursed planet. And, hey, thanks. Out of the way, Jim. And we got some ice to get started. We still have more ice we need to get, and now we have an electrical storm, so we're going to run inside for a few minutes. And we're going to call this an episode, guys. This was awesome. We got so much done. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you again next time on Escape from Pertam, where I hope we get the bulk of our ship designed, get it welded up with our materials, get some more ice, get our hydrogen tanks loaded up so we can fuel the ship and get off this planet. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time. Bye.